Most people fail, not because they aren't talented, but because their ego destroys them. And then pause. Add dramatic music and visuals. People will stay. Have you ever wondered why some of the most talented people fail, while others, often less talented, rise to greatness? Why so many dreams collapse? Not because of lack of skill or opportunity, but because of something invisible, something within. That something is ego. Ryan Holiday's powerful book, Ego is the Enemy, isn't just about success. It's about survival, the survival of your character, your discipline, your humility. In a world obsessed with fame, likes, and validation, this book is a quiet but powerful reminder that the biggest battle we fight is against ourselves. In this video, we'll break the book down into 3 powerful lessons that can completely shift how you see success, failure, and personal growth. Let's begin. When you start something new, a business, a career, a creative path, you're full of excitement, curiosity, and hunger to learn. But the moment you start achieving a little success, something dangerous begins to grow inside you. The ego whispers. You already know this. You're better than them. You don't need help. That's when learning stops. That's when growth dies. Ryan Holiday explains that ego is the enemy of mastery. It blinds us from feedback, it deafens us to advice, and it convinces us we're already great, when in truth, we're just getting started. Think about the greatest masters in any field. Musicians, athletes, thinkers. They all have one thing in common. They remain students. Kobe Bryant watched his own game tapes every night. Leonardo da Vinci filled notebooks with endless sketches and notes. Even when they were legends, they saw themselves as learners. Holiday calls this the student mindset. It's the opposite of ego. It's humility in action, the courage to say, I don't know everything.
So, if you want to grow, you must silence the voice of ego and open yourself to learning again.
Ask questions. Listen more than you speak.
And remember, every person you meet knows something you don't.
When you choose humility over pride, growth becomes unstoppable. The more success you achieve, the more your ego tries to destroy it. At the top, the ego tells you that you've made it. It makes you defensive, complacent, and arrogant. You start ignoring advice, overestimating your importance, and underestimating others.
And slowly, your foundation cracks.
Ryan Holiday shares countless examples, from famous generals to artists to entrepreneurs, who lost everything because they stopped being grounded. One story stands out. Howard Hughes, the billionaire aviator and filmmaker. He was brilliant, daring, but also consumed by ego. He pushed away everyone who disagreed with him, and in the end, he died alone, paranoid, and broken. Contrast that with someone like George Marshall, a U.S. general who helped win World War II, yet never bragged, never sought fame. He quietly did his job and turned down personal glory for the sake of the mission. That's the power of humility in leadership. Success isn't about reaching the top. It's about staying there, with grace. Ego says, I'm special.
I deserve more.
Discipline says, I still have work to do.
The moment you think you're above the rules, the universe has a way of humbling you.
So how do you stay grounded? Holiday suggests 3 things. Detach from praise. Compliments feel good, but they can become chains.
Serve a purpose bigger than yourself. Don't chase validation, chase contribution. Remember your mortality.
No matter how great you become, time humbles us all. As Holiday writes, impressing people is utterly different from being truly impressive. When success comes, stay quiet. Keep working. Let your results speak. Failure.
The moment when ego screams the loudest.
When things fall apart, ego says, this shouldn't happen to me. It makes us blame others, hide our mistakes, and give up too soon. But here's the truth. Failure is the best teacher the ego will never let you meet. Holiday reminds us that everyone fails, even the greats. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter was published. The difference between those who rise again and those who collapse is ego. When your ego controls you, failure feels like death, an attack on your identity. But when you let go of ego, failure becomes feedback. It becomes fuel. There's a story in the book about a young boxer who lost badly in his first big fight. Instead of hiding in shame, he went back to the gym the next day, humbled but determined. Years later, that boxer became world champion. He said, "The loss broke my pride but built my discipline." Failure, if faced with humility, is transformation.
So, when life knocks you down, ask,
What is this trying to teach me?
what can uno rebuild stronger than before?
Because every setback carries the seed of a comeback, but only if ego doesn't get in the way. Ego is not your friend. It's not confidence. It's a mask, a fragile illusion trying to protect insecurity. True strength comes not from thinking you're better than others, but from being better than who you were yesterday. Ryan Holiday's message is timeless. When you're aspiring, be humble. When you're successful, be grounded. When you're failing, be resilient. That's the formula for mastery, peace, and fulfillment. Remember this line from the book. The ego is the enemy of what you want, of what you have, of who you could be. So let's start fighting that enemy, every day, quietly, patiently, and humbly. Because when ego falls, growth begins. If this video inspired you, don't forget to subscribe, share it with someone who's struggling with pride or self-doubt, and keep learning. Stay humble, stay hungry, and remember, your biggest battle is not against the world. It's against yourself.